Hello everyone, this is Marsha. Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. And today we're going to make an expandable pocket for our junk journal pages. So we're going to mass make expandable pockets, and you can use any paper that you would like. So I'm going to be using vintage book pages for the inside pockets, and I'm going to use a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock for the outside cover. We're going to need some tacky glue, a glue stick, maybe some scissors, our scoreboard, and maybe then a few bits and pieces, maybe a button, maybe some brads, eyelets for a closure. So you could use Velcro, magnets, so whatever you have that you would like to use. So let's just get started, shall we? Thank you and welcome back again. This is Marsha here at Markets of Sunshine, where I teach you all types of different crafts and sewing skills and designs for beginner and intermediate levels. So if you would like to be my craft and sewing buddy, then subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so that you get notifications for each new video, and also leave me a comment and a like, and let me know what you are doing in your crafting journey right now and how it's helped you to stay positive and focused and happy dealing with what we're going on in the world today. So wherever you're watching me from your part of the world. So I'm in Florida, and so I just like to know where you're watching me from. So I'm going to hopefully keep the camera and myself where I'm not blocking the view. So we're going to see how things look. I'm seeing now, so I don't want my back to be at the camera. So let me kind of adjust my camera a little bit over here. And I know the angle also, I don't know when I upload it, so just bear with us. You know, we just have to know that YouTubers are not all professional camera people and videographers and all that kind of thing. So we're just basically small business people who work from home, and that's what I am. So first of all, I'm going to cover this blank page here in my journal. So I have lots of blank pages, and this is an altered book that I'm making into a journal. So it was called Flowers from Mother. It's 1963, and is now, as you can see, here's the spine here. So to try to close this up and to tie it now, this is about the most I could squeeze it closed. So I'm wanting to only put in things now that would be flat, and you don't realize how much bulk is going to be added until you start, you know, embellishing. And then even though it looks flat to us, but it's not the way the book was designed. It was designed with just flat pages. Even though I've taken a lot of the pages out, that's how you do an altered book journal. You take about half of the pages out, and then what's left is you start coming back in and embellishing them. So when I'm finally finished with the whole thing, I'll do a final flip through of the whole book. But right now, this is where I'm at with blank pages that need to be filled in. So this one here, I've got two here, one here, one here. So I still have quite a few to go, but I think I'm going to just use this expanded pocket technique now on the rest of this. I might do some corner pockets on some of the pages, but let me show you how to do this. It's very easy, and I've seen several do it in different ways. I, in fact, make something myself. Let me show you what I make. All right. And I started making these long before I even started my YouTube channel as with my junk journals. And I started the YouTube channel years ago from my Etsy shop, and I had a gift of the month club, and I was a captain of an Etsy team, and we used to offer a sampler bag of handmade gifts, They were full-size gifts of different people on the team that were Etsy sellers. And so I did that for years. And then I was already making decorative envelopes. And then I got into make for weddings and receptions and parties and businesses, business to business promotions. And then I got into smaller batch because that was becoming too much on me with my health. And so I got into smaller batches with just doing the cash envelope system. So this is a binder that I came up with for my cash envelope system. And it's an accordion style as well. But as you can see, there's bulk to this. So this particular method could not be used in a journal because this is like a journal within itself. So you could actually take each of the envelopes where I have, like again, this is for the cash envelope system. So this is a laminated envelope pouch that goes right here into the envelope in the binder. So this is called my cash envelope binder, a budget binder. And this is the accordion style that I use. So I just put, I do a folding method, and then this is what I came up with. So, and then this cover is not laminated, but most of my covers are laminated. And then it's just, you tie it together with a twine or something like that. So this is the style that I was already making, but as you can see, like I said, it's not going to be appropriate for using in one of our journals. But if you would like me to make you one for cash envelope system, then you can contact me through my Etsy shop, or it would be a beautiful, perfect ephemera holder as well. But what we're going to do today is going to be something that we can do in our journal. So I have this pack of Tim Holtz Ideology 12 by 12 paper pack called Lost and Found. So it's double-sided paper, and the colors in here are going to be perfect for the colors I have in my journal that I'm working on right now at the present. So I said, let me just go through, and then I can pick out what color I would like to be for the cover. And now the back of it will be glued into the journal on the page. And I was almost debating if I wanted to use cardstock or use actually wrapping paper. So I have this also, this is vintage wrapping paper, and even though it's vintage style, it's also vintage in age because I've had it for quite a long time. So I have 2 sheets here that I could use that could be possibility, and what I'm thinking to do, but I have to score it. So it needs to be scored and folded, because I was going to think of laminating it, which I could score it and fold it and even laminate it, because I would only laminate one side. So that might be the option I want to do today. And if I go with that route, because the reason for laminating it, because as you can see, this is just gift wrap paper. And then once I laminate it, it will put a coating on it that will give it the sturdiness and stability, but it won't be as thick and bulky as the cardstock, because again, I'm trying to think about the bulk that's going to be added here. And even though this is going to be folded, kept closed, and it's only going to have like maybe 1/8 of an inch of a gusset. So let's do both ways. So let me do both ways. Let me go ahead and get the laminator turned on, because it takes a while for it to heat up. And then I'll have that operating while we work on the cardstock method. So again, like I said, I just have to figure out which is this one here is already torn. Oh yes. Sugar of lead with poison. Oh yeah, I want to have that on my cover. Okay, it's all kinds of cute little labels, vintage labels, but that's cute. Okay, so that might be all right. And this that green goes with this green background, and then it's kind of like a little bit of orangish kind of a thing. So actually that tone, even though it looks kind of scary at first glance, but it's like, oh, you know what, maybe it's okay after all. All right, so let me get the laminator turned on over here. So if you want to gather your supplies of what I was just talking about, then you go ahead and do that. So a scoreboard, 12 by 12 paper or cardstock, your glue, scissors, and scrapbook paper. Now, I'm basing my size on this journal size that I'm working on here. So if you just want to follow along and make this gusseted pocket, expandable pocket with me today, then you could just do that, and then you can just decide later on, okay, or just run and get your journal real quick, pause it, and then measure it out, and then you'll be able to follow along with me, and we'll get it going and get it together that way. All right, so let me take and move. This is actually English Floral Patterns, 18th Century by William Kilburn. All right, so like I said, I don't even remember when, but I know it was many moons ago, at least 20 years ago, that I picked this up. So I have my scoreboard, and here are the book pages, and what I did is I just laid the page up here, and then I knew how wide did I want the pocket to be, and then I just folded the pages over. And I'm thinking I'm going to put 3 pages, so 3 pockets per page. So 3 pockets, okay, 3 pages. Okay, so now we're going to fold this in the middle, so it's actually going to give us 6 pockets. So you see why we're talking about the bulk, and then 1/8 of an inch. So when this is here already, now you can see that's going to be that much bulk added. So I might just decide to just do 1 page and give myself 2 pockets, and then do it like that, or 3 pages. So we'll see. So let's go and get this part started. All right, so now we take our 12 by 12, and we want to cut it to the size that we already folded these pages. So it's not going to be cut at the 6 mark. I'm just going to take, first of all, and make a mark on here so that I know where I need to cut it on my... Alright, so this is 4 3/4 is what the size of these are. So I'm going to just score all the way down. You want to keep the 12-inch length, but the width is what you need to just adjust to your pocket size. And I do want to cut this with my cutter because I don't want it to be uneven or jagged. So let me bring that over. And I have everything handy right here. This is, my craft room, and I have it very well organized now. So as far as getting to my tools, some of the supplies are still a little bit, The only thing I don't like about this cutter is that some of the papers, like this Tim Holtz, if it's really thick, heavy-duty paper, you have to come down with this guillotine really forceful to get it to slice it and cut it, because otherwise it does make it a little bit on the jagged side. All right, so I know I want 2 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut another one. And right now, while I have this out, this is a Crafter's Companion. I am not an affiliate. I don't even know if they have an affiliate links, but this is from the UK. And I am a big watcher of home shopping channels because I just, way before the pandemic, I didn't get out of the house very much because of my health problem. And so I shop online a lot, and I, of course, watch in the QVC because they have some great deals on craft supplies and Home Shopping Network. So I take advantage of that, and then this is one of the deals. And I needed a guillotine. All right, so here we're going to go again. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit more. And I'm seeing that it looks like one end, for whatever reason, is not lined up as straight as the other end. Pull that out. Okay, see, so I had to really go fast and heavy. And then it comes out good. All right, so we got them lined up. So we'll save this little piece. This would be perfect for a corner pocket, a belly band, a side pocket. I think that's what I'll do is I'll use this as a side pocket on one of the other pages like I've been doing. All right, so we'll keep him over to the side. Now let's get the scoreboard. At this point, I'm not going to worry about how the angle of the paper is going to go or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to take one of these, fold it up, so we want the ends to be even with each other. So just, line it up the best that you can. The tops, the sides, don't worry about it. And do them individually, one by one. Crease across the bottom. Just do this all the way across. Okay, now we have these. And I'll come over back with the bone folder and we'll even that up. So now what we want to do is we want to score this at 2 inches, and we want to score it at 2 1/8, and we want to score it at 7, and then we're going to score it at 7 1/8. So I'm going to score it at 2, so this is the flap, 2 1/8, just for that wee bit of a gusset. And then, okay, 7 inches. Open the arm of this up. Okay, so here is 3/4. All right, so 7. Let me see if I can flip it around this way and get the mark that I need. Okay, so it was going to be so 6. Okay, so then that would make it, okay, so this is now 5 here, 6, 7, so that would mean I should have 5 at the other end if I'm doing it 7 inches, right? Let me think about this. Yeah, right. So, okay, so 5 here, so that would be 7. So if I scored it here and here, all right, let me lay this here, and then that will tell me. Oh, okay, see now those dimensions were based on this other tutorial, but my pages are shorter. So then this is what you do to with your paper. First, always the flap, 2 inches, 2 1/8. So that measurement is correct. But now with this next measurement, based on my pages, and it could be the same based on your pages. All right, so I'm going to score this at 6 1/4. And then right after that quarter mark, before the half, so what, 6 1/3? It's wanting to jump over on me for some reason. Why is it doing that? Okay, so I'm scoring. Okay, so 6 1/4 and 6 1/3 is where I'm scoring it. Hopefully you didn't hear my husband just come in and say what he said, but hopefully if you did, you could just have a little chuckle with me. I have to warn him, he's home today. And he's usually, I didn't warn him, honey, I'm going to do a video. Alright, So, now, that is just a little bit, I don't know, I don't think the 1/8, I'll go ahead and work with it since this is what I did, but I'm thinking it probably could have been 1/4 of an inch instead of 1/8 of an inch. It's so close together. And the 3 of these together, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 1/4 of an inch. I would go with 1/4 of an inch personally next time. All right, so I'm going to do that down here. I'm gonna fix this down here. So, so give yourself 1/4 of an inch gusset at the top, so it would be 2 inches and 2 1/4, and then whatever the bottom of your envelopes, wherever they sit, then give yourself that 1/4 inch. Yeah, that's much better. I thought when she said 1/8 of an inch, I said, I'm not so sure about that. All right, so then we'll just cut off this little bit of an extra flap right here. Okay. And then now, let me refold this. So many score lines going on here now. In this case, this is why you want to come back with your bone folder, and you want to fold it over on that score line, and then you want to crease it with your bone folder, because if you have to make a correction like that and expand it a little bit more. Okay, so now that's perfect. See, 1/4 of an inch, look at that, it fits the 3 perfectly. 1/8 of an inch was way too small. If I would have done 2 or 1/8 of an inch is fine, but for 3 you want the 1/4 of an inch stance. All right, now this up here, fold this down here, same amount. You can see it's perfectly right there. Okay, and they're just peeking out a little wee bit, but that's okay. And this here. All right, so now what I want is I'm going to come in, and I want this to come to the top of my paper. I'm just going to come over here, get my pencil, look at it again here, score it where I need to cut it, and then I'm going to put my little half circle scooper thing. I know, that's not technical terms, is it? We use our circle punch, but we only use half of the circle punch. So when I said half circle scooper, I know, I tell you. All right. There we go. So do we want the smaller one as the little niche? Or does it look like we need the bigger one as the niche? I think I'm going with the bigger one. And I'm just looking at it. Okay, perfect. Yes, indeedy. Okay, so now you can see very easily. Okay, I like that little bit of a thing right there. Okay, so now I also want to round the corners. I do not like these sharp, pokey corners. We're going to need this, so I'm not going to put him away yet, so let me just put it over to the side. My laminator is cooking away over here, so I'm going to have to laminate that real quick like a bunny. Alright, what was I going to come over here for? Oh, the cut. No. Round it. Corner rounder, and I use the Stampin' Up! Punch board that has the rounder back here. Just round these corners. Okay. All right, so that's very nice. So look at that. Look at how cute that's going. Look now and put it in our book page. And it's right there perfectly. And then when we open it up, so I'll have to figure out what kind of a closure I'm going to put on that. All right, let me get you back over here in your pocket. All right, so let me quick laminate this while that's going. I have it hot. Just going to take this paper. Let's see, or do I need the dark paper? That'll be pretty. Okay. I'm going to take this and use it as a template. All right, and we're just going to pull this out of the way. Okay. Find where I need to open it up at. Okay, this side here. So let me go ahead and cut this off. It's not so cumbersome to use. This is going to be wonderful once I get it laminated. Okay. Now I actually need to use this one because I had to go ahead and trim it up. Pencil, let's mark it out so we don't, because when you're trying to hold this and mark it and sew it and all that, cut it, it's not gonna do right. Okay, so right here, this side. Okay. This I'll just use the scissors. I don't need to get it because this is such thin paper. And I don't want to take a chance with the guillotine or the other cutter. All right, and I have another page in here that I need to laminate, so I'm going to get him real quick. And I will laminate the two of these, and I use matte laminate paper. Pocket. Not the glossy. So if you're familiar with laminating, you know there's a glossy sheet and a matte sheet. So this is what the matte sheet looks like. Open it up. Okay, now I want to only, ooh, wait. Wrong piece. Okay, so we're only going to laminate the top, and I'm not laminating the back so that I have that paper. Okay, so you put the pages down. I'm hoping that I can fit this in here, both of them. I can only use one sheet, so I'm going to come over way over to the corner edge. Okay, oh wow, that's just making it. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to put two pieces of plain copy paper back here. Okay. It needs to be as wide as this whole pocket, so let me see what I have going on here. Yeah, that's my art paper, I don't want to use that. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so just 2 sheets, and it can be printed on, it doesn't matter. So just save your papers out of your, printer. Alright, so just come right here behind it. And I'm going to have to come way over here on this one, because I can see now I'm losing part of that pocket on this one. Alright, so let me turn this around. Alright, I need to trim a little bit more of this off to make it fit. And this is matching up what I already have on another page. Okay, so now that is going to go over the edge a little bit, but that's okay, I'll just leave it. Alright, so now this whole thing, the side is going to be the one that gets laminated. It's going to go through the laminator. And it goes through pretty fast. And then we'll make another pocket using this as the cover. And I'll still use the book pages for the pockets. And then we'll put the 2 together, and then I'll show you. And then we'll figure out, I'll probably wind up doing a, maybe a button and twine or ribbon or something. I could just sew it right on the machine and then have the button and come around and tie it, so. Alright, so now here this is, woo, hot. So this is laminated, so I'm going to set it aside to cool. Because it's very hot. Hot. Okay. These papers back over here. Alright, now let me glue these together and I'll show you what that looks like. Get everything back where it needs to go and out of my way. Alright, so glue stick and tacky glue. That's all we're going to need right now. And some wax paper maybe. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue down the center of all of these. So all these get glued right down the center, and then doesn't matter whichever way you want them to go, and just line them up one by one by one, and we're going to glue them on top of each other. So glue stick first, about 1 inch width, top to bottom. Not the whole thing, just in the center. I'm going to come back behind that with a little bit of the tacky glue, because this paper is a little glossy, and I know that needs that extra little bit of reinforcement, and trust me, the tacky glue is all you need. Lay one on top of the other, line up the bottoms, just mash it, rub it back and forth, and do the next one on top of it. This is the easiest and the just fastest way. Once you learn how to do it, it's like it's gonna go really fast, and you will love this as an expandable pocket in all of your journals. And I'm going to show you how to use the same technique on cards, greeting cards. Turn it over. You can give you a little bit of time. You can wiggle them around, make sure, but just make sure at least one side is lined up. Alright, so now I'm going to come in here. So now this is going to be the back. I'm going to do the same thing. So the first thing you want to do is glue the 3 or 2, however many together. Getting a string off the glue. Then you just need a little bit of the tacky glue. You don't need a lot. And what's the beauty of this, it's only in the center, so you don't have to worry about getting your fingers all gluey, which I do not like to do. Okay, so line it up at that bottom crease of the gusset and your top crease of the gusset. Again, just rub with your fingers. I can see a little bit of this glue is coming back here, which is fine. It's not going to be a problem. I may not even need to, yeah. All right, now, so that one takes care of the back. Now we're going to do the same. The first thing you need to do, don't glue your cover yet. So you want to open it up, and you want to start gluing these inside together. Okay, so this is the back one. So we're going to just glue it here. Oh, I didn't glue the pages together. Okay, wait. Hold that. All right, I've got to sit. My feet are starting to bother me. Oh, okay. All right. Now, so we're going to just glue these pages first. Just a little bit here on this edge. You don't want the tacky glue to be lumpy. Okay, now I can come across the top. I buy my tacky glue by the gallon off of Amazon. And then I buy this size at Walmart, which is the cheapest place that I've found to get it. And then you just refill. And I also put about 1/4 of Mod Podge. So I mix the Mod Podge with the tacky glue. It doesn't clump up on me or anything like that, and it keeps it where it flows better. So tune in for the next video where I show you how to make these for your greeting cards. Okay, now we can glue the front pocket to the cover. Okay, I think I'm going to just go right here. All right, and there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this one I didn't get. How did I miss this one? I don't know. I don't know. That's why you want the tacky glue, because it definitely will adhere. No, there you go. Isn't that just beautiful? I just love it. I don't know. I get so excited with everything I make and accomplish. It's just like it gives you just such joy and happiness, doesn't it? I mean, look at this, and look at how beautiful. And I've got a little piece of glue on here. I don't want that to dry. Keep rubbing it. I think I'm rubbing the glue off of the napkin. Okay, and look at how those colors really match perfectly with this background. I mean, I could not have picked a better combination in paper. I still don't like that caution, poison, chloroform, liniment. Oh wow! I mean, really, really, Tim, that's what you had your design team pick for this. And then tincture of iron. Oh my goodness! Sugar of lead. Something for your teeth. Oh my goodness! I might have to come in and cover this with something. All right, so now this is going to be put in the book, but I'm thinking first before I do that, I want to figure out what I'm going to do for the closure. So if I want to go behind this, let's say with a piece of ribbon, I would have to do it here, put the button, come around, but you see what I'm going to have to go wrap it around like this. All right, so let's just leave that one like that, and then I will come back and figure out what I'll do for the closure on that one. So he's going to go there. Now this next one, okay, it could, no. Could maybe go there. All right. So this is what you do when you're going to take, now you're going to separate your laminate. You may have seen me do this before, and I saw this from another lady on her channel. So you want to come and you want to cut right at on top of the copy paper. And that separates and opens up the pouch. Sometimes you might need to trim just a little smidgen off the bottom of your paper you put in it. That's okay. Okay, so that separates it. Alrighty, there we go. More on this side. But this takes plain, thin paper, whether it's copy paper or like this, thin wrapping paper, and now it's made it into a sturdy material that you can use for any project. Okay, so this is the paper side, so now that's what's going to make it easy to have glue the pages to it. But now this is the top side, which gives it that stability, the plastic. So it's actually put plastic on here. So now let's make our pockets. So here's the book pages. All the scraps out of the way. Okay, I used 3. All right, let's see. Okay, so that's pretty, but when it's closed, which the book is so fat now, it's like it doesn't matter. Oh, goodness. I have so much going on in this book. But I'm having a ball doing it. It's just like, it's fun. Okay, so that's going to be sticking out there. So I've got room there, so that's where I'm looking. So this one, yeah. So this one I want to keep flat, but this one's already bulging. So I could put one here, and that'll take up that space here, and then we'll just do, I think I'll do corner pockets, because this has got this bulk here of this envelope here. All right, so let's go here. Okay. There. That will hold you open. Okay, so this is going to be my cover. Yep, perfect. Oops. Oh. Excuse my nose. I have to. This weather. All I need to do is decide. Architect, I like that. Okay. So now fold your paper so that it's inside the cover. All right. Now I'm going to use the top of the book page there. Come down here. Look at the bottom. Yeah, this book page. I don't know. I don't think they did these book pages. Something when I line it up at the top, it's not wanting to be lined up at the bottom. That's really strange. Okay, let's keep turning it. Okay. All right. So this side. Yeah, see when I fold it, this is even here, and then when I folded it, now it's coming off the paper there. That is really strange. I would really have to crease this in over, so it's not going to be laying straight. Okay, now, and then this over here, and again, okay, so that's fine there. Okay, bring it in. Really strange. Okay, that's all right. So now, all right, that's one. Okay, so this is some kind of a flood. The Missouri River went on a rampage in 1881. The only way the townsfolk of East Atkinson, Missouri could stay dry-shod was by poling rafts along the main street. Can you imagine? Okay, that's what they had to do. Wow. It lasted for 3 days. Choosing a town site on a river was a risky trade-off of ease of transport for peril of flood. There you have it. And they haven't learned anything yet, have they? They still build right on the ocean, right on the rivers. Homes are destroyed every hurricane, and they just rebuild them. Okay, so now I'm trying to use the other book page as my guide, but this one is really, really, oh, goodness. These book pages, and they came from the same book, but I'm telling you, they're not even. Alright, let me get that one out of the way, and let me try to just use the back piece. Okay, again, I'm keeping it lined up here. Then I can fold this one over, line it up. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if these two Close enough. All right, so do I want 4 pockets in this one? Let's go 4 pockets. I feel like I've got fuzz on my nose or something. Tickles. Must have been fuzz on the Kleenex. Okay. Okay, this time, so now this gives us an opportunity to glue while I keep folding the other part. Okay. All right, yeah, I think I'll just go with 4 pockets on this one. All right, so now what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to fold this up now. Which way do I want it? Okay, do I want the seam on the inside? All right, let's go with that. So it doesn't matter, I think. Yeah, but let's just put the seams on the inside. Okay. So fold the 2 up. Now you got that. I know I learned I need to speak up. I've been told I'm speaking too low, too softly. Okay. Okay. Then we get the scoreboard. Alright, so now let's see. Right about there, so it looks like 4 1/4. Four and an eighth. Hard to see now. Where puts the mark? Okay, let's fold it this way. Man, this paper is not easy. Okay. Okay, I did it. All right, there we go. Looks very good. Now we do the same thing up here. Four and a quarter, and then I'm going to score it at 4.5. Very pretty. Okay, there you have it. Very nice. So, two different styles, one laminated, one with just cardstock, but both with the book pages on the inside. Again, now we just glue everything into place. First we start with the back and just do the center of both pages. A little bit of tacky glue. I don't even know if I need to have the circle. Did I really need the circle? I guess it's all right. Okay, just line it up at the bottom of your gusset. The other one on top of that. Open it up and do the same thing in the middle here. Over. This really is the easiest. I enjoy keeping everything simple, and that's what I try to do here on my channel, is bring you simple crafts, simple techniques, embellishments, pockets, whatever it is. And obviously you can put whatever you want into the pockets. You can put tags, ephemera, little mementos, oops, notes. Okay. Just remember, don't go all the way to the top, because when you cut the circle in it, like I just did. Okay. You have to be careful, otherwise you're going to glue your flap down before you want it to be down. And there you have it. So there's 4 pockets. That quick and easy. You just need to laminate like this once and you will just absolutely love it like I do. It is, I've been using my laminator for my cash envelope system wallets for years and years and years, but I did not know they had the matte laminate until recently. Last year I found it, and now I am just absolutely sold about it. So, and I will have new wallet designs coming into my shop very soon. I'm very excited about that. I mentioned that in my last video that I had some exciting things coming for you. So that's a little sneak peek about what it's going to be. I've got new designs exclusive to my shop from my daughter's original artwork. So you won't be able to get them anywhere except in my shop. And so this is going to be also digital papers that will be made available to from my daughter's artwork. So tune in for that. Stay tuned for that. Oh, just love it. Love it. Of course, now that I've got the glue, I gotta make sure this is off of here because if I put that down on there. Alright, let's fix this. Let's fix this because I do not want to glue something accidentally. So put that there temporarily so that way when I close it, it's not going to stick. Okay. Now let me show you on the page. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely perfect. So I'll have one over there, one over here, turn that one around, close the book up, just so that you can see the bulk now. See, okay, this is what I wanted to test. Okay, because that one's right there. I can't put it there. Okay, so here. Yep, yeah, see, it's adding too much bulk to the book. Yeah, I can get away with one, but I won't be able to get away with another one. Let me see what happens if I put it back here. Okay, so I can put it in the very back of the book. But like again, it's adding bulk, so just keep that in mind. So I would only put one per journal, and probably more than likely at the back of the journal or in the center of the journal. So this one here in the center. Okay. Yep. And even if you did it with a belly band, let me see where I have the belly band in here. No, it's too big. So yeah, you could make a tiny one of these. Oh, that might be a fun project. Let me do that the next time. So we'll make a teeny tiny expandable pocket and see how that works as to be just right over the top of the belly band. But again, it's still going to add bulk. Now we could do it like this, possibly over the side. Let me see that. Let me check that out, but it's still going to add the bulk. Alright, so let's come back here. Okay, I have this here. So if I added it, no, it would have to be, the flap would have to go this way. Yeah, so that, no, it won't work as an over the side. So see, this is your over the side, but the flap has to go the reverse way. So I'd have to fold it this way, and I don't want to do that. I already have them going like this. So maybe not more than one. This is 3 pages. This was 2 with 4 pockets. So my recommendation up here with my belly bands. Let's see what happens here. Can I get it in here? Either one of these. That side. Okay, now this side it would go. I turned it this way. Oh, okay. Alright, so there you go. So if you put a belly band, the page is wide enough, then this flap will catch on the belly band. And now that, I like that. So that's without having to glue it in. Alright, make sure your flap is closed. Okay, so that's another way to use it. Alright, so I just wanted to show you all different ideas of how to put it in your journal. So you could glue it in, then you would be able to take it out, and then open it up and reach your contents, which I kind of like that idea. And if you want to see how I did these belly bands and then the little journals that I put in here, okay, and this was one of my daughter's original artwork. You can go back and see that. And then this one was a page over here I did, and then these are 2 tags that I did, and a cute music theme, so you can catch that video. It was my last video, so if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to go back and watch all of that, and you'll see the whole flip through on those videos. So today, thank you so much for watching. I've wanted to make these expandable pockets in this theme for quite a while, so now that I've done it, make sure you don't glue your pages together. I really like it. So I give it a try. You saw how easy it was to do. Fold these up, glue them all together, make your cover, you know, so decide the side of your pocket based on your journal page if you're going to put it in a journal. But these are just so cute. Aren't they cute? I mean, you can use these. I would use these as Happy Mail and put all kinds of cute little, make tags and put in the pockets and put cute little sayings on them for your friends and your loved ones. Make one up for your husband or for your child, you know, doesn't matter, you know, any age, anybody, this is something that it would be a beautiful random act of kindness gift to give. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for being here with me at Markets of Sunshine. And I will see you in the next video where we will do the mini expandable books. We'll do some mini ones. And we will also open up some Happy Mail, and I'll show you some Happy Mail, and we'll finish up the last few pages in there, but now it's going to have to be things that are not going to add bulk. All right, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.